Hello, everyone. It's Mr. Kissinger at the Citizenship Academy in Syracuse, New York, and this is 5th grade math, Module 6, Lesson 11. Today, we're going to analyze number patterns created from mixed operations. So, we're going to be doing operations that include addition and subtraction, and then some multiplication and division as well as it relates to graphing. So, let's look at our first page here. And it's asking us to complete these tables for the given rules. So the first rule, this one's just double x. So we have 1, our y value will be 2. Double 2 and we get 4. Double 3 and we get 6. So we have, for our ordered pairs, 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 6. That's going to be line L. And then line M, now our rule is double x, then subtract 1. So here's where we're going to be multiplying and then also subtracting as part of our same rule. So this is going to be kind of a two-step process here. So we have 1. If we double 1, we get 2. We subtract 1 from 2, we get 1. So we'll do the same thing with 2. If we double 2, we get 4. We subtract 1, we get 3. So we're just doubling our x value and then subtracting 1. So we double 3, we get 6. We subtract 1, we get 5. So we have 1, 1, 2, 3, and 3, 5. You're going to notice that line M is not going to pass through the origin. Let's graph line L first. So we have 1, 2 right here, 2, 4, and then 3, 6. So 3 points. So this line L, is going to pass through the origin. And then let's plot these points for line M. We have 1, 1. We have 2, 3. And we have 3, 5. And if we connect these, we have a line that looks like this. This is line M. All right. So it's asking us to compare and contrast these lines. Well, the lines are parallel. So we'll say lines L and M are parallel. And then line M is below line L. And that makes sense because the only thing that's different about line M is that we subtract 1. So all of our y values are going to be we're going to subtract 1 from them. So if we subtract 1 from our y value, our line is going to get lower because our y value is this vertical axis here. And when we move to a lower number on the vertical axis, that line's going to move down. C says, based on the pattern you see, predict what a line for the rule double x and then add 1 would look like. draw your prediction on the line above. Well, if we're just going to add 1, then we're just going to move up the y-axis, toward the y-axis here, one little unit for each point here. So that would look something like this. All right. So it looks something like that. Because everything's going to move up by 1 here. And what the idea we should be getting is that when that added number or subtracted number at the end there, when that becomes greater, the number that's going to move up. If the number is lesser, then it's going to move down. Now it says circle the points that the line for the rule multiplied by x by 1/2, and then add 1 would contain. So let's try these out. So we're going to multiply by 1/2 and then add 1. So 0 multiplied by x would get 0. Multiply by 1/2 would get 0. And then we add 1, we would get 1. So this is not going to be one of our numbers. If we have 2 multiplied by 1/2, we would get 1. Plus another 1 would give us 2. Not going to be that one. If we have 2 and we divide by 2 or we multiply by 1/2, we get 1. And then we add 1 more, we would get 2. So that would fall on that line. And then for 3, cut 3 1/2, we get 1 1/2. And then we add 1, we would get 2. Or if we get 1 1/2, then we add 1, we get 2 1/2. So this one would not be correct either. So explain how you know. Well, we just tried out our rule on all of those coordinates, and we saw which ones would give us a y coordinate that works when we plug in our x coordinate. When we give, it wants us to give 2 other points that fall on that line. Well, we can choose any x value, and we can figure that out. So let's do 4 as our first x value. 4 times 1/2 is 2, plus 1 is 3. So 4, 3 would fall on that line. And then we can do 6. 6 times 1/2 is 3, plus 1 is 4. 6, 4. So here on our next page, it says complete the table for the given rules. And this time, line L, it says have x and then add 1. So we have 0 cut in half is 0. Then we add 1 and we get 1. This is going to be 0, 1. 1 in half would be 1/2. Plus 1 would give us 1 1/2. 2 cut in half is 1. Plus 1 is 2. And then 3, half of 3 is 1 1/2. Plus 1 is 2 1/2. Then we have line M. And line M is asking us to have x and then add 1 1/4. So we have 0, cut in half is 0, plus 1 1/4 is 1 1/4. Half of 1 is 1/2, plus 1 1/4 is 1 3/4. Because we have 1/2 is 2/4 plus another fourth. Give us 3/4. That's the whole number 1. 2, half of 2 is 1 plus 1 1/4 is 2 1/4. And then 3, half of 3 will give us 1 1/2 plus 1 1/4 goes 2 3/4. So we have 0, 1 1/4, 1 3/4, 2 2 1/4, 3 and 2 3/4. All right, so let's plot our two lines here. We have for line L, 0 1. We have 1 1/2, 2 2, and 3 2 1/2. Connect our lines, our points here. Line. This is line L. Our next line, line M, is going to be 0, 1 1/4. And 1 1/4 is going to be like right here, right halfway between 1 and 1 1/2. Then I have 1 and 1 3/4. So 1 3/4 will be right here. 2 and 2 1/4. I have 3 and 2 3/4. Connect these lines here to make line M, or these points to make line M. And if we're going to compare these lines, again, they're parallel. And line M is above line L. And it looks like it's just about a quarter above, each point is a quarter above the corresponding point on line L. And our number that we're adding, we added 1 on line L, and we're adding 1 1/4 on line M. So that extra fourth moves that line up just a little bit. So we're going to stop there for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you next time.